Usually, my strategy for buying a charging cable is pick the longest one at the gas station checkout line. But today, I'm looking at a cable with its own built-in screen and a power bank that pulls design inspiration from the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. This is the Aohi USB-C to USB-C cable. It features high data transfer speeds of up to 120 gigabits per second, DisplayPort 2.1 at 8K 165 Hz or 4K 540 Hz, and even multi-monitor setups. And a curious real-time power display included to instantly see your charging speed. Is it any good? And is it worth the price? To figure that out, we are running through the ultimate overkill checklist. We're going to decide why a cable needs a magic screen in the first place. We're going to run a massive editing laptop, this guy right here, completely off-grid in a studio blackout test, and we're going to break down the absolute pros and cons of both, and then ultimately we'll figure out who exactly is supposed to buy this stuff. For those of you new to the channel, I'm Anton, a power engineer, industrial mechanic, and a Red Seal electrician. We cover all kinds of products and topics in an approachable way for the average everyday person. I'm glad you found us. Hello, and welcome back to Gears and Tech. As a normal guy, I look at these kinds of cables and power banks, and I think this is pure ridiculous overkill. But are we going to find out if this is just expensive desk jewelry, or is this the greatest tech upgrade of the decade? Let's start with this piece of alien technology, the Aohi Future Adonis cable. Now, first off, I gotta say, this is my first time handling this cable. I was surprised at this thing. This is actually kind of cool in a weird way. It's a silicone case that I'll probably never use again. I typically don't put my USB cables in a case, especially this big, but it is oddly, satisfyingly interesting as an unboxing experience. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool in a satisfying way. The cable itself feels really good. So this is it's got the same kind of silicone texture as this, but it feels really, really good. The connector ends, they feel very premium. In fact, I think that they're in aluminum. Like if I bang them together, they definitely sound like aluminum. So that's a positive. Now this cable is a 3.3 feet or a 1 meter cable. It's not super long, but it is long enough to do pretty much everything that you would want to be able to do. Now the box claims that this is a USB 2.0 up to 240 watt, 120 gigabits cable. So to a normal person, that sounds kind of like a Wi-Fi password. Now normally, when I try to move massive video files from my external drive to my laptop, I plug it in, I hit transfer, and I go make a sandwich. Actually, I could probably bake the entire bread from scratch in the time that it takes to transfer some of those 8K video files that I use to film these videos. So when you have those cheap gas station cables that I mentioned earlier, it's actually not uncommon to come 20 minutes later only to find that the transfer has failed. Now, enter the Adonis. When they say 120 gigabits per second, think of it like upgrading from a garden hose to a massive water main. You can move an entire high-resolution movie in the time that it takes to sneeze. It supports DisplayPort 2.1, so that means that you can run dual ultra-sharp monitors or hook up heavy-duty VR headsets all through this one single cable without it even breaking a sweat. But my favorite part is there's a little screen on here. It tells you exactly how much power is flowing into your device right away in an instant. Now, before I had this cable, I used a device sort of like this. This just piggybacks into the USB-C and then plugs into whatever you want, which gives you a real-time readout of your power draw through your system. But it's kind of big, it's kind of bulky, and it's easy to forget. this is built right in, as I will now demonstrate. So I'm going to plug this end into my laptop, and we're going to use my laptop as my power source. My phone is currently almost dead. I've got 16% right there at the top. So I'm going to plug this in, and what I expect is my screen turns on, connected to the charging cable, tap, fast charger connected. So it knows that my fast charger is connected, and the cable says, actually, let me validate. Now, these Aohi guys, they didn't tell me I couldn't do this. So I'm going to go like this, and go like this, and I'm going to compare what this says to what this says. Now, my cable says, this is the device that I normally use. Now, because it's LED, you might not be able to see it properly on the screen. So I'm going to tell you that it says that we are running 5 volts, 1.42 amps, and 6.8 watts of power through this guy. And the cable is saying that I'm pulling 7.2 watts of power. Now, my laptop is possibly not giving me full power. So I'm going to give this a fair shot. So I've got this cable here, this power supply. I'm going to plug this in and see if it gives us any more juice. Let's just find out. Okay, there we go. Okay, now this guy is better suited for charging. So I'm going to just hang that right there so that we're not losing things here. And now it says, this is much better, much better. So now this guy says that we're running 8.5 volts, probably 9 volts. We're running 2.2 amps and 19 watts of charging power through this. And the cable says, if you guys can see that, I don't know if you can see that, it says 19.9. So it matches pretty close to what my other cable did here. Now this only shows you the watts. So this guy's showing me the power and the amps and the watts. But really, I mean, sometimes you need to know the power. I need to know the power sometimes, but not always. So this cable is now giving me 19 watts of charging speed, which is pretty much all that my phone can support. Now, my laptop is pretty much charged up, so I don't expect to see any drastic things here. But if I plug it into my laptop, it should also tell me if it's charging. So this says that we're putting 10 volts into my laptop and 6 watts. Again, my laptop's at 96%. So it's really not going to be calling for a lot of power. And the cable says we're running 7 watts of power, 6 to 7 watts of power, which is what it keeps bouncing back and forth between. So it's pretty accurate in that respect. Now, if I take this out and plug it in, I wouldn't expect anything different. The cable screen goes all the way up to 240 watts using PD 3.1 on the built-in display. So that means that this cable talks to your phone, it'll talk to your laptop, it'll talk to your tablet, and it safely gives the maximum absolute power that your device can handle. So it's as fast as possible. In my case, my phone can only handle about 20 watts. Now, fun fact, most people think that their phone battery is getting worse when really that gas station cable that I talked about earlier, well, it's just charging it with hopes and prayers. So this screen literally proves if your wall plug is lying to you, which we actually found when I had it plugged into my laptop to charge, I wasn't getting anywhere close. I was getting like 6 watts. That's because my laptop only wanted to give me that much power. Plugging it into a properly supported wall plug gave me the full charging current. And I know that because the screen tells me that. This makes it easy for you to diagnose and troubleshoot what the problem is, especially when your phone's not charging as fast as you thought. Now, we haven't checked out the Starship power bank yet, but I'm going to show you what happens when we plug this Adonis cable into the Starship power bank to run my heaviest editing laptop during a simulated power outage. But first, let's look at the actual pros and cons of this Adonis cable. Now, on the pro side, it is insanely fast at 120 gigabits per second. It is future-proofing at its finest. The build quality we already touched on, it is top notch. It feels like heavy-duty climbing rope. And that real-time LED display screen actually helps you troubleshoot bad charging bricks and other issues on both ends of the device. On the cons, it is only about 3.3 feet long. If you're trying to stretch this from a wall outlet behind your bed to your pillow, it's gonna come up short. So in that case, there is a longer one that's 6.6 feet. It does start to get a little bit more expensive as well, and the price is really kind of out of control in my opinion. So we do have a solution coming up in just a moment, but moving on to the rest of the cons, it is best used for a high-end desk setup and rapid data transfers, not your lazy Sunday couch scrolling to charge your phone. The price, it's going to cost a lot, and it's going to be more than that gas station cable. So that's why if you need fast charging, reliable charging, and high-speed data transfers, this is your cable. Now with the cons covered, let's look at my solution for the fact that this is such a short cable and those wall outlets that are just so far away. Meet the mothership, the Aohi Future Starship Pro. Now, taking this thing out of the box, the first thing I have to say, the unboxing experience, top notch. This thing is called the Starship. And unboxing it really feels kind of like they spent some time thinking about the unboxing experience. And that's not everyone does that. I've seen some brands who do that, and I really appreciate when they do take that time to make that more of an experience. It's not just you're opening up a box. You can also tell by looking at the design, they've really thought this thing through. There's a lot of features here. I'm getting smudges on it. There's a lot of features here that make this thing really, really cool. To start off with, just look at this thing. It looks kind of like the engine core of a sci-fi spaceship. It has a massive 10,000 milliamp hour capacity, and it can output up to 210 watts of power out of the two USB-C ports. So it'll do 140 watts through one port, and the other port would do up to 70 watts at the same time. It recharges through either of those ports at up to 90 watts when you have a charger that supplies that much power. If you don't have a charger that supplies the power, they actually have them on the Aohi website as well that will charge these things, and it works really, really well. And as we saw during the boot up, it has a cute little screen on the front which does an animation when it's booting up, but it also tells you some details about the battery, the charge level and everything as you toggle through using the button on the side. Now this is airline approved for a portable power bank for any of those frequent flyers out there. Again, these are big numbers, but what do they actually mean for beginners? I'm going to cover that in just a second because I do want to talk about this USB cable that came with it. Now, this is a first that I'm seeing this on here, and you guys would have seen it says 140 watts. Now, one of the biggest problem with USB cables is not knowing what the spec is, what it's rated for, or what it can do. Now, there is a famous YouTuber by the name of Linus who solved that problem by making their true spec USB cables. So what does this do? Imagine you're editing a video, you're playing a massive game, or you're rendering a heavy 3D file. Your computer is going to be pulling some serious power to keep up. Now, my gaming laptop here, it can suck as much as 120 watts and actually complains if I give it any less power than that. So suddenly the power goes out. Your laptop battery icon turns red. You are completely off the grid and your heavy-duty software is about to crash, possibly losing your project in the process. Taking out something like this, you plug it into the charger and you plug it into your laptop. Now it boots up, it says Aohi with this cute little animation. Now because my laptop is at 96%, it's not going to pull full power, but it's currently pulling, I don't know if you can see there, 35, 36 watts of power out of this thing. And it's sucking it through, it's charging, and it's not complaining at all. Now I'm going to pull up Armory Crate. So my laptop lets me switch back and forth between full power mode, silent mode, and whatever. I'm currently in silent mode, as you can see down here. I'm going to switch it to performance mode right there. And what that's going to do is turn on the GPU. It's going to ramp the fans up. It's going to turn the processor up to maximum. And it's going to try and pull as much power as it can It is still complaining. You can see here, for best performance, use the adapter included with the device or one that meets the recommended wattage requirements. Now this guy, how much power is it putting out now? It is now putting out 60 watts of power to charge my laptop. The fans are starting to ramp up, but I am getting full GPU mode. Now this enables my RTX 3050 dedicated GPU rather than the onboard graphics, and it unlocks because I have a charger that can actually support the kind of power that's needed to let this thing ramp up. So now the fans are going, everything's happy, and we're off we go to the races. It's sucking out back power, but it's still charging my battery. Now normally a laptop is going to throttle your speed when you're not connected to a wall outlet, but because this is acting like the wall outlet, so it can render at the absolute maximum speed and game at full performance. The Starship Pro is literally a portable wall outlet. So that studio blackout test totally passed with flying colors. Now here is a hidden feature that I love. A lot of giant power banks will actually shut down when you're trying to charge tiny devices like my Ring that I've reviewed before and my watch, because it doesn't see enough power being pulled through. So if you're trying to charge your earbuds, it's just going to turn off and they won't charge. This Starship Pro actually has a dedicated low current mode to specifically trickle charge your tiny tech without destroying it. So what are the pros and cons of the Starship? So first off, it has unbelievable power output. 140 watts on a single port is enough to fast charge a massive laptop while you're using it. The screen tells you exactly how much time you have left before it dies, and the design is really well thought out. On the cons, this is dense, it's a heavy brick, and you're not going to really slip it into your jeans pocket easily. It belongs more in a backpack or sitting proudly on your desk. Which brings us to the final check on our list. Just who are these products actually for? If you just use your cell phone to text your mom and occasionally scroll social media, then this USB-C cable and this charger is probably overkill. But if you're a creative professional, a gamer, or someone who relies on heavy laptops, external AI accelerators, or multi-monitor setups, then these are going to be your holy grail. The Adonis cable is for the person who is tired of guessing why their file transfers are taking hours and wants one cable that guarantees maximum speed and video quality for the next decade. And the Starship Pro is for the person who treats their laptop like a mobile workstation and refuses to be tied down to a wall outlet. It turns out that this ridiculous charging tech isn't ridiculous at all. It's just the future, and I finally get it. Now I'm curious to know what you guys think. Have you tried something like this? Would you consider something like this? If you are interested in these or any of the tech that we've reviewed here today, I will put links in the description to where I grabbed these products from. And keep in mind, there are different lengths of cables. And if you need a little bit more power than what this guy has, they do have some bigger ones as well, obviously at a little bit higher price. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video. We'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.